very best reviews. Tell them nothing can test me on.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm here with my man Double R, Rickson Romero. We here to break down this newest episode of Force Power Book 4, Season 2, Episode 7. That's a mouthful, ain't it? What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Doing all right, man. I actually just finished about a half hour ago. I was able to catch it. Like, watch it. It's crazy. Craziness. It's getting so good.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, wait till they see, hopefully, Rojas and the crew get some revenge one of these days.
Gotta come sooner or later, right?
Right, definitely. Hey, for real, for real. So this last episode was a good episode. I liked it. It didn't have any of the things like the bazooka, but it was a little more grounded. And what do you think? We can kick it off right here from the ending. What do you think about when Vic got caught up with Vargas and Tommy put him in the situation? Pretty much it's either him or you. What do you think about that?
Vic is done, bro. I think he's done. I think that's I think he's gonna. We'll see what happens in the next episode or two, but I don't know how this guy's gonna get out of this. Kind of pretty, he's got the what's her name? The
woman. Yeah.
On his ass as it is. It's their fault anyway that he got in that position because they were tailing him so hard.
Right.
It's just a matter of time, So I think Vic's in trouble now.
Yeah, definitely. So like Vic was telling everybody that hey, you telling me too hard. He a professional, and he gonna see you. And then he even told him, hey, he saw you in Caprice earlier, like you need to back off. And so I guess he gonna learn he learned the hard way by getting executed. But do you think that's gonna fall back on Vic? Like, was the wire still recording, or would you think that I keep forgetting her name, but Super Cop is she gonna somehow put it together? What you think?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna kill that wire because I think he even said before his foreman said that you can kill the wire if you have to. I think he's just gonna kill it to cover himself because there's no way, if it's picked up that he shot him, he's done. So I think he covered the wire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's going to be the street's going to take care of him. I don't think it's going to be the cops. I think it's going to be Tommy is going to find out. But there's a lot of heat on Tommy now, too, with everything.
Right.
Everyone's in trouble.
Man, and the previews for the next episode, Super Cop, she knows that Tommy is with Miguel's sister and threatened to expose that as well. So he messed up messing with her. I think that's going to be maybe her downfall. We know they ain't going to take out Tommy, but definitely her downfall. And
something's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to repeat itself. I don't think Tommy's meant to have a girl,
I was just about to say that. Man, every girl he dies.
But yeah, it's gonna be something when they actually find out. Miguel finds out, and you got their connection just being given to them. Just given the certain connection, and then he's finding out he's dating his sister. So that's gonna be real bad.
Man, and that's the type of conversation that you meeting her. She like, so what happened to your old girlfriend? See what had happened was, okay, well, what happened to the girl before that? See what had happened was, okay, well, what happened with the girl between that? Guess what?
Yeah, he can't keep his girls.
Man, so he want to avoid that conversation and pillow talk. Straight up. Let me give a shout out to some of these great people in the comments. What's up, Rashonda? How you doing? We got Jay Lynn, TGI Fridays. Tina Jones, what's up? Lenora, Ill Woods, Patty, Jay Lynn said, yes, yes. WB Rickson. Brad Little, what up, what up? Patty said this episode was fire. Cream Brielle, what's up, sis? Patty, Vic told Vargas to back off. He was playing him too close. I mean, he did give him the warning. And go ahead.
I said he knew it, and that's what happens.
Hey,
that Super Cop is, she's got the heart on to get, to pinch Tommy, but this is what happens.
Now let me ask you this. Now, say this was real life. Do you think it would have been better if Vic would have shot Tommy instead of the cop? Reason I say real life because it ain't no plot armor. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna be like, well, we need to keep Tommy because he the star. No. In real life, would it have really went down that way?
No, I think he would have shot Tommy. I think if there was life or death, I think he would have shot Tommy because he's already an informant. So they can easily cover that. The cop side can easily cover that up. I would think, make it look like it was something else.
Let me ask you this: would Tommy have shot Vic after Vic shot the cop? I think he might have shot Vic in real life. If Vic didn't shoot Tommy then, and it tried to be him and the cop, then he shot the cop. Tommy would have shot Vic right then and there, and left both of their ass laying there.
Yeah, because that's him. He gets rid of everybody. So yeah, that definitely would have happened.
Hey, for real.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see any of that coming though. Like killing the cop, I was like, oh wow,
Yeah, I was surprised at that as well. I mean, when he walked up on him, I knew it was a problem then, but I didn't think he was going to walk up on them and bust them. Even though dude was playing him so close, he was like an amateur. But yeah, I didn't see it because once he walked up, I'm like, oh well, it's over now. But
right before he got shot, though, he was even like he knew Vic, though. So that's another thing. I don't know if they play on that. Like they look like they're having a conversation like they know each other. So I don't know if they're going to play on that in the next episode and see, if Tommy picks that up. We'll see.
Hey, it's funny that you brought that up because I picked up on that as well, and I would have been thinking like, how he know you? And yeah, right. The only thing that he could have saved him is that he a cop investigating him, so he know Tommy and him. But still, it did seem like he kind of was comfortable with him when he said that. Like, no, Vic, you ain't got to do it. Like, wait a minute. Hey, what he telling you what you ain't got to do?
Right, you get the side eye, like, okay,
right. So, damn, look like a zombie over there. Anyway, Vic, he had to do what he had to do, unfortunately, and Vargas put himself in the bad situation, trailing him like an amateur. But, hey, it is what it is. We'll see if it backfire. Let me see a couple of these comments. Big Bird say salute to J Mo and Rickson in chat. Miguel might be political about sister and Uncle Tommy family merger. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. What do you think about the new women connection with Claudia and what's Showstopper? Showstopper, boy. You do? Yeah. Hey, she grabbed him, she had him on the throat. That was a good scene. Yeah, she cleaned up nice, didn't she? Yeah. It threw me off for a second, really. I was like, wait a minute, what? Showstopper.
You can't trust either one of them, like as far as the way they've been conducting business. I mean, Claudia tried to kill her whole family, basically, And rest in peace, Walter. I haven't talked to you since.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, man. I'm still recovering from that one.
Right. What you think about Walt Daddy? They done took out old Scarface. Woot ta fling.
Yeah, you had the good lines. You know, you had your father's eyes. You know, your mother's eyes. I think he said before you got shot. Yeah, it was a good send off. But yeah, that would hurt. That was one of my favorite characters in the show.
Yeah, he did an excellent job. Excellent job. And what do you think about Vic being the one to pull the final trigger?
I didn't see it coming either. Like to a point, you know, I thought Vic was soft to some extent compared to the other guys, Bernard and Tommy. If you line them all up, you know, he's not the
Tommy kind of pointed to that in this episode a little bit too, when he's
sensitive, you know. So you think he's recovering. Yeah, you know, he's recovering from his girl. He's just not doing, you know, he's not conducting himself. It's sensitive, and then for him to do that to his own dad.
Yeah.
He didn't kill Claudia too in the same episode.
Right, because she set him up to die.
Half hour early.
Man.
But I mean, Walter went out, like I said, he went, let's go say hello. Goes, gets the shotgun, you know, no fear, and then they killed my other guy, Polly.
Oh man, that was messed up.
Too,
yeah. Polly went out like a G. Straight up. Hey. Yeah, that was he and Vic tried to save him, like, hey man, are you really gonna go out there and try to protect it? He was like, with my dying breath.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was some gangster shit though. That was like the loyalty, you know. Everything his kids don't have.
Yeah, that's true. Cause Paulie, he just got chewed out by Walter, you know, and still came back ready to die and died. So, you know, that's definitely something the kids don't have. Patty, what's up, sis? She said, do you think those guys robbing Claudia was a setup? I don't think it was a setup, but I think they was stupid for robbing and then staying and trying to party, continue to party. What you think about that with them dudes robbing Claudia at the party?
I thought it was pretty random, you know. I didn't get it at first. Like, what are they doing? And then the CMU was just sitting there comfortably getting a lap dance. But I don't know what the time frame was, but it was pretty much right after. I don't know. Maybe he thought they were just simple girls, or you know, just take advantage, or I don't know. That was something. She beat his ass, and then I was surprised he didn't do more than that.
I know, right? There we go.
Yeah, there he is.
I'm trying to find the right damn button over here. But yeah, hey, she had to pull out the gun on him and put that blicky to him for he still realized it. And I mean, how are they gonna rob somebody? They robbed him for some jewelry too. It seemed like they was real petty for what they robbed him for at that.
Earrings and a necklace.
Yeah, right.
Sticking around.
Yeah, man, look at that right there. Showstopper. But you know, I don't know if it was a setup. You think it was a setup? I don't see how, but what do you think?
I think it was just a random act.
Yeah.
I don't think those guys were I think those guys were just lames. You know, they just happened to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there was I mean, I thought maybe the Serbs, because they kind of looked like they had that look, you know, but the one guy had the look, but nah.
Yeah.
Once you heard him speak, I was like, that's just some random guy. Randomly robbing somebody.
Yeah.
A private party.
Yeah, I know, right? With a bunch of freak women on drugs. Like, what is wrong with you robbing people? You supposed to be having the time of your life up in there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Probably why they didn't want to leave. Then you supposed to rob at the end of the party if you go do that. Then, you know.
When everyone's already at a different.
Yeah, and you already had your fun, so now you can dip off and leave after you committed your little crimes and get away.
It's a smarter way.
Yeah. What's up? Hope is lovely. Watching on Twitch. Appreciate everybody watching on Twitch and Facebook, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Malik the King, what's up? You said, I know the black cop was finna die once he mentioned something about having a daughter. I ain't even hear that part. Did you hear that part?
No, when did he, yeah, I don't remember that.
I missed that part, man. But you know, I don't know. Patty said it like a test to see if she could trust Ashanti. So wait. She's saying, do you think the guys robbing Claudia was a setup, like a test, to see if she can trust her? I don't think that, but that was a good idea, though. You better mastermind than what you call it.
She got cut though, you know.
Yeah, that's a little too far.
He stuck her, so I don't know.
All right. Even though it wasn't a deep, it was more like a scratch cut, but still, you don't be cutting a woman in between her legs unless you're trying to really cut.
It was in front of her partner too.
Right. And she was shook up.
Right.
Speaking of getting cut, what you think about Tommy and Maria and the little love scene and everything going on in the beginning of the episode and their relationship now falling in love and all of that stuff and how dangerous it may be?
It's all trouble, man. That's all trouble. That whole shit, the whole relationship, that's all trouble. Yeah, they throw those random scenes in there.
Hey, she a baddie though. You may be in the, I don't want you to comment you in a relationship, so I'll say it all. But I will say that when Miguel came into his house after this scene, I think Miguel was tripping. Now, I don't know about you, but we both from Chicago. How you feel about people, first of all, doing a pop-up at your house? Ain't called, ain't invited. You pop up. And then he walking all through his house looking for something. Of course, he looking for his sister or something. But, yeah, you can't just come in my crib and open up my refrigerator. What's wrong with you? Going all through my crib. What you think about that?
That might play something. That could be on something later on, though. You know, maybe he already knows. Maybe, or you know, he's on to something. I don't know. You know, we're gonna see. I mean, he's got his hands tied with Miguel's got his hands tied with the Patel and chain. That guy's ruthless.
Yeah.
That guy's ruthless. And then the grandma.
Oh my goodness, grandma don't play, dog.
The grandma knows everything.
For
Grandma's
real.
already calling everything. So if she's been saying it since she's been on the show, she's calling everything like way before we're seeing it. Gotta listen to grandma.
Yeah, she ain't playing, and she was like, you know, abuelo, you know, grandpa, he done already made these mistakes. You need to listen, get it straight. Like you say, she done seen everything, and he's being soft in the sense of thinking he got the upper hand, but she sees that Tommy is pretty much encircling them.
Yeah, he's using everybody. She warned him.
Blanquito. Definitely. Let's see. Patty. My question is, when she came back to Tommy's house, parked the car in front of his house, so that means when the brother came, her car was out there also. Well, that's a good point. First of all, a couple points. What's up with that Audi? How'd she come home with an Audi and they didn't explain that?
Right.
So that would have been a conversation right there. You went from being on the bus to riding in the Audi. But then we don't know if she parked it in the same spot when Miguel came. But if she did, then hey, that is, you know, probably a plot hole.
She left so fast, like 3 minutes after Miguel left, she left.
Man.
Another thing, I was watching with my wife. Why is she leaving so soon? I don't know. That's kind of stupid too. Run right into one.
Dang right. He probably was still sitting in the car warming it up.
Right.
And I would have her going in and out the back door. You ain't coming in and out the front door up in here. Or for real. Hey, yeah. And it looked like that garage door would open up. I just open that up, come pull in and close it down or something. But anyway, you know, we'll see.
Possible plot hole too.
Uh-huh. It say Jalen, boy, that interaction between the granny and Miguel, he needs to wake up. Hey, for real. But you know what? I think Granny may die because they've been showing a lot about her and her or maybe if Miguel dies, then Granny will step up. And then maybe in the next season she may die because it seemed like she's a little too strong. And I don't know, man. Miguel, he trying to listen a little bit, but he trying to run this thing. I mean, the cartel probably wouldn't let her run it, you know, because a woman. Yeah. But I think that something may happen between her and Tommy that may lead to a problem. And
it's one of them. It's Mireya, I think her name. Mireya.
Yeah.
Grandma. It's one of the two. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I definitely think Mireya's in trouble. She's dead woman walking.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Showstopper when she had to check her crew? She had him.
I was laughing.
Heck yeah, that was funny. She had straight checked his ass and had him, you know, changing his mind. But what he was saying is that she done got digmatized and is allowing Junkie J to make bad decisions for everybody, and Streets is talking.
Like I had some good lines before he started getting smacked up.
I know, right? So what do you think now that we see that he's pretty much saying Streets is talking? Do you think she gonna be able to hold everybody in check and keep them in line, or is Jannard? We already saw Jannard had the shakes earlier. He had his hands. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna be right about the Streets, or is she gonna be right about holding everybody in check?
You know what? I think she's not gonna be able to hold anybody. I think that's gonna be. I think she's in over her head with everything. I think Jannard's gonna be the downfall of her because he's falling apart pretty good now.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked how many episodes back, and he was already downward spiraling.
Right.
You know, once he got the needle, that was it for him. So I think that he's going to be the downfall of her, or he may turn on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. That's definitely. Well, he did try to bring the chain back and get some type of favor with her, but I don't know. I think that he's still fighting that dragon, that demon, and he almost bought it from the Hispanic dude on the block. What you think about that? When he and I thought this is what I thought. You let me know what you thought. But when he was telling old boy that just got checked that go get that gun, I thought he was gonna rob dude.
That's what I thought too. And they didn't show it. So I'm like, I don't know, he shook him up or what, but yeah, that's what I thought too.
Now, as soon as his man walked away, dude was pretty loud talking about, hey man, what's up? What you need?
Yeah, that homie was out of nowhere. They placed him broad daylight, loud, you know. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I thought too he was gonna get robbed.
Yeah. Hey, for real. Definitely. And Jannard, I think it may have crossed his mind. Maybe we'll see in the next episode. He probably goes through it. But I don't know. Let's see. I see somebody saying, so Corey Washington said, Maria took a Uber. She don't drive yet. Maria drove that Audi. She didn't take a Uber. She was driving that Audi. So
yeah, she drove herself.
Right. One thing about this show is they do have the way time passes. It's kind of difficult to keep track. So it may seem like it's the same day or the next day. Could have been a week or two. You know.
They got long days. Yeah, I always think of it as like they have long days.
Yeah.
Go through like how many errands do they fucking run? Like, you know, as far as the crime they commit all day.
Right. For real.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, I don't know if Maria's story is all messed up. I don't think about that. Jay Lynn says, watch out for Maria. Listen when she was talking about the old boyfriend. I mean, I don't see a problem with that as far as the story. Now, if I was the one hitting that and she told me that story, oh, yeah, it's a damn big problem with that. When she said that her old boyfriend was killed by Miguel, oh, yeah, that would be a horrible story to hear if I was her man right now.
The
You
doctor.
know what I'm saying? Smash them hands.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think that's too much of a problem with what's going on with her. But I think that it's a problem as far as he shouldn't be messing with her. He put himself in a bad situation. And yeah, Miguel.
Showstopper too. Something doesn't. It doesn't make sense that they have the picture and they're not leaking it like right away. I know he gave the she gave the advice to let him bury himself, but that right there is like he sent it straight to the source. He sent it straight to Miguel. That's that. So I don't understand that right now.
Right. And also, why is it that he's still trying to mess with Tommy? Like, dude, you was just Junkie J. Tommy didn't have to let you back in. They didn't let you back in the fold. They looking out, and now you about to do this because of her again. You back to doing some stupidness.
That's because of Showstopper. That's why I think Showstopper's going to be turned on. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're too strong with everything, and then it's going to come down to like points.
Corey Washington, what's up, brother? You say, when did she get her driver's license? You from Chicago, Jay, is that realistic? So that's what I was saying earlier, that some episodes or even some parts of an episode could be one long day and they did a lot in that day. And then like some episodes, well, even some parts of one episode could be days later or even a week later or between episode 1 and 2. We don't really know the passage of time in Power. That's one thing about this show. It's not that clear. It ain't like 24. So, yeah. Right.
Like an indicator, maybe.
Yeah. And then if it's at night, and then the next time you see him, it's daytime again, where another day has passed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, we don't really know. I mean, if I had sat there and thought about it, I probably could put a better timeline on it. But as far as how much time has passed from last episode to this, we don't really know. How much time has passed since Walter Flynn's been killed? You all let me know in the comments. How much time do you think has passed since Walter Flynn has been killed? Double R, what you think? How long has it been since he was killed to this episode?
I think there's been some time because there's been some connections as far as Claudia having connections already. She's built back up, it seems like.
So you think it's been a week, couple weeks, or a month?
A couple weeks, maybe, I would say.
Yeah.
They haven't really talked about him anymore. They're not really mentioning him. It's just, there's no reflection on anything anymore. So it looks like business as usual now.
I would say that it's been at least a couple weeks, I think, because, well, we haven't seen a funeral, but they may not have a funeral for Walter Flynn. He was a major character, but that might slow the show down some, so they may not have a funeral for him. Plus, the kids hated him. Yeah, so we haven't seen a funeral, which would have probably been within at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm thinking that it's been at least 2 weeks to a month. I'm going to go in the comments and see what some of the people say in the comments, but I think it's been at least 2 weeks to a month. I don't think it's been 1 week or a few days. I think it's been longer than that. So Felicia says a couple weeks. All right, Felicia Gray. Patty say 3 days. Damn. In a way, I see why you could feel that way, because the way the show moves the days, it seemed like a long days. But they would be doing a lot for just 3 days later. All of that happened.
Okay, you want to look maybe timeline will help, or maybe with Vic, how many meetings he's missed when Super Cop had him. You missed all these meetings. You're not checking in. That could be a lot of time,
Yeah,
depending on how many times he has to check in.
that's
And
true.
maybe that's an indicator. There's time has passed, and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. They're up there. They're on Super Cop's desk about booking somebody. So that could be another thing. Time is passing. She's not getting it done.
Hmm.
So,
Plus, they sent in that other agent this episode to put the pressure on Super Cop,
oh
and
yeah, she
so
was like a assistant attorney general or something like that. She came in
yeah,
all hard and checked her and then left.
for the party. Yeah, so yeah, for her to get the news and different stuff what's going on, and then we got to think about that fire where they with the bazooka. How long ago did that happen?
Yeah, because they're losing money. What they say, 120,000 a day.
Right,
130,000 a day.
yeah.
You gotta look at that too, like how long it's been that they're hurting. Everybody's hurting already.
Uh-huh. So I think it's been at least a few weeks minimum. Patty, we should have at least seen Vic go to Uncle Paulie grave. That would have been a nice gesture. We still may see it. But that wouldn't really advance the story. It would just show he had a heart. It felt bad for getting Paulie killed. But it's cool now. If it was some type of setup or something going on, that'd be a little different. Now, what do you think about the meeting at the Regal Theater with all the crews and everything? Tommy trying to be the MLK of the drug game, bring everybody alive, keep dope alive, keep dope alive.
He's like the Lucky Luciano of
Right.
Chicago, trying to unite all
the commission.
Yeah, I don't know if that would happen. Well, no, yeah, it could happen. It does, but yeah, it's pretty crazy at every side of the city.
Yeah. Do you think that this would be a good move for Tom? I think this is a bad move for him in the sense that he's putting himself at the top of the food chain, which means that it's easy to put a target on you because you at the top.
And he has no loyalty to anybody. So
right.
But he's been alive this long, so.
Yeah, that's true. They all sitting here with machine guns or whatever. So, do you think Diamond is making a mistake as well when he got mixed up with Baby Bomber's mama?
I think, like that's another tragedy. I think future tragedy. Something might happen there with the guy he choked out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Choked him out pretty good, and then the guy disappeared. That doesn't make that's something like in a gangster movie. That's the guy that comes at the end where you're like, oh shit, Benny Blanco, style.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Bow, yeah. Right when he was getting on the train.
You never see him come in. Oh,
no.
The guy that,
Carlito.
That all the good movies.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Dang, I didn't think about that one. I like that. And what was a little off to me is that dude walked into that house the other episode and snatched that drink out his hand and told him, get out my house. But then this episode, she was saying, don't feel like I'm creeping on dude. We ain't together no more and this and that. We ain't been together in a minute. So is she lying or telling the truth? Y'all let me know in the comments. Is she lying or telling the truth? Put a L1 for lying and an L2 for telling the truth. What you think, bro? Is she lying and she wanted Diamond for protection? So she trying to sleep with him like some Sin City style? She said her name was Goldie.
How much time had passed between that and her coming to the door like that?
Hey, that's a good point. I know, right? That's a good point. So, I don't know, man. What do you think, man? Do you think she's setting up maybe her boyfriend or husband to catch an L from Diamond?
I think that's just your abusive boyfriend, scared of him, so submissive. I think that's what it is. I think Diamond helped that out. So I think that's maybe what it was. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he choked him out pretty good, and then that was it for him. So maybe he helped that. He's helping that family.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. And he trying to give speeches and everything, and it looked like oh boy want him to be like, "Will you be my new dad?"
Yeah, he got to be alone and talk.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, what do you think? And I'm glad this part came up because something I saw on Instagram today that made me mad too. So I put it in here. But so what do you think about the first date? He said, I like to take you out on a date or whatever. And she like, okay. And they, exchange or whatever numbers. Well, I guess they already did that part. But she say cool. So instead of going on the regular first date after she came in, she like, ooh, all right, let's stay in. And boy, it was on. Now, the reason I brought this up is on Instagram. It was this woman where this man took her to the Cheesecake Factory, and when he got out to open the door for her, she would lock the doors and roll the window up, talking about, he took me to a chain restaurant. You see how good I look? I ain't going to no Cheesecake Factory. Like, what? Man. And she live streaming this while he's sitting there trying to open up the door. Boy, woo. For real.
Yeah.
She gotta go.
Gotta go.
So, for real. What you think about this first date with them? Diamond and Shorty.
That was quick, very quick.
Hey, for real.
Very quick to the point.
Do you think she has some type of ulterior motives? When she came already dressed like this, her plan was to drop them draws from the get-go.
I think she's gonna be another one of possible downfall to the character for Diamond. The possible downfall to Diamond. It's gonna be an emotional thing. I think that's what it's gonna build up to. It's gonna be a tragedy with something with these significant others, because it's always the case. I think he's gonna want to go straight, maybe.
I was just gonna ask you that.
The speech, because he's doing the speech. He's all about second chances, but he's still a gangster. So it could be something like her that's maybe gonna change his ways. But he's never gonna be able to get out. I don't think the way he maybe thinks he's gonna get. Look what happened to Vic trying to get out.
I know, right?
Look what happened to his girl. So it's a pattern.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And if Diamond, for whatever reason, his involvement leads to baby Obama getting killed or the mama getting shot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the little kid, man. Watch. I don't know.
Right. He's just doing so good trying to give the speeches and be positive. And here he come in their life and get them killed.
Yeah.
So I agree. I could see some tragedy happen in their way because of his involvement. I mean, he trying to teach him how to box, this, that, and the other, but I mean, in the end, he got more of a negative around him than a positive. So
there's gonna be a war. They're gonna all go to war, and then something's gonna happen. There's gonna be an innocent bystander.
Probably at the barbershop. Because it's so obvious he's there. I mean, I'm surprised he ain't got shot at the barbershop all this time.
You gotta look out for the Serbs. You gotta look out for Miguel when Miguel finds out about Tommy and his sister.
Right.
You got the things to worry about now. So,
and the Serbs are pissed right now because now they done got their water cut off too. Boy, they dry. They wasn't expecting that. Now,
Jay came out of nowhere, Well, that's the Puerto Rican guy, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. At least they tried to keep that accurate with Puerto Ricans in Humble Park area. Of course, they can't put real gangs, but what'd you think about the Puerto Ricans area and scene?
Well, it made sense with the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans. I grew up like that, watching boxing and shit. Macho versus
Trinidad.
Drago. Yeah, Trinidad versus De La Hoya. You know, it was always, we don't even know why, but it was like Puerto Rico versus Mexico all the time. That's what I grew up on the south side, like
Mm-hmm.
from Midway, you know, Gage Park over there. So yeah, that's it made sense. It was like, oh wow, this is like familiar ground growing up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the two factions hating each other for nothing. But
What you think about them busting out Tommy Window?
yeah, that's something. You know, I thought those guys were, I thought they were our guys at first, because you know we got introduced maybe twice.
Right.
With our Cobras, you know. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's them. And I'm still, you know, hoping we'll be third season. They'll see what we are.
Right. Yeah. But I liked how they had this kind of somewhat accurate. And it's rough over there, man. At Humboldt
Yeah.
Park. It ain't no joke, man. You don't play over there.
When I was growing up as a teenager, we would drive downtown to some of the bars or whatever. When we saw the flags,
The metal flags.
We don't go those big flags. We don't go past those flags because we're not welcome over there.
Hey, for real.
We go the opposite way. That's how I was growing up. I mean, it's probably still the same.
Yeah. Last I knew, I didn't go past over there. At least you better keep going. Don't get out and be around in the wrong spot too long.
Yeah. I remember. I think it's well. I mean, it is what it is. Every neighborhood, you know. But yeah, I think back then it was probably the '90s. It was bad over there as far as the gang wars.
Uh-huh. And when Tommy was over there trying to make that deal, he almost got gauged his damn self. But one of the keys that old boy said is, when Tommy told him, hey, we got all these spots sold up, pretty much you gonna have to deal with us. He said, cool, but I don't want to work with the Mexicans, pretty much, Miguel.
Yep.
And that's where they're going to be working with. But he said, cool. So what do you think? Is it going to backfire when they find out?
When they find out, they are working with us.
So are they going to want to cut their water off? Are they going to want to stop working and making that money or what?
We'll see how bad the hatred is. It's going to keep it clean for business or it's going to go the other way. I think it's going to go the other way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was something I picked up on when he said that. I'm like, oh, snap. It looked like that's going to come back to bite him in the end.
What are they, SDs? DSDs?
Yeah, DSDs. I don't know what that means, though. You know.
Yeah, I know what SDs. But yeah, I don't know. They're white. They look like they're rowdy. That faction looks, you know.
SDs is what, Spanish Dragons?
Chicago?
Yeah.
I thought it was SDs. What was this? Same Disciples?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I grew up with. That was around me.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, you was more out west. I'm more from southeast.
Yeah,
by the lake.
It was like divided. Like it was.
Oh yeah, and there's so many different little sets and crews. Yeah, it's not as organized as people may think.
Yeah.
Little organizations, but not like it's one big leader.
A lot of little factions.
It's more organized than prison, actually. I guess people don't have a choice. You're stuck there. You better follow these rules or you in trouble and you can't go nowhere. So definitely. Tony Sosa said the DSD is the Division Street Demons. Sound good. That's what they call themselves. Division Street Demons. Hey, sound creative.
Yeah, I mean, the Princes are a play off something else, Like it's cool though the way they find the name.
What's up, B? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Patty said the SDs are Satan's disciples. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at Patty. Patty coming through.
I probably got chased in my day.
Yeah, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
See, where I was, it was more like the GDs, BDs, 4CH, all of that stuff. But, you don't want to be on the wrong side of any of those things.
No, bro.
Yeah, it don't matter who chasing you, being chased or shot at sucks.
I'll
So
play it. I'll play it. I'll play it. Give me lines and I'll play
I
it.
know, right? Yeah, definitely. Hey, I'll be Walter Flynn if they want me to.
Right, right.
For real, for real. So, what do you think is gonna happen once this cop, once they find out he's dead, Vargas, and what's gonna happen with Vic and Tommy in the heat? Because I mean, they're gonna find Vargas dead. He was last trailing Vic. You think what's your predictions on what may happen with that?
I think they're gonna just straight up dump him. I think they're gonna dump him, and that's the easiest way out of it. She reports back. I never seen him. I was supposed to meet him up. He was never there. Maybe Tommy got to him. I think they're just gonna dump him because Flint's supposed to be playing aside with Tommy anyway, so they're gonna do something together to get rid of that guy. So I think they're gonna dump him and then business as usual. And then when he reports back, that's when you see the preview. She's threatening him to go to prison. Because I think it goes any other way, I don't think she'd be. He'd already been locked up. So they want to keep an informant out on the street after he murdered somebody, regardless of how deep he's in or how close he is. So.
That's a good point. I like that theory. And that's another thing we don't see and know. But if they do dispose of that body, that would make it a lot more difficult for them to kind of prove something. And Vic could say, "Hey, I came there to meet him, and he wasn't there."
I got no. Throws the way of the mic. Everything's good.
Yeah, that's true. If they ask where he got Mike, or if Vic could say, "I went to go meet him, and I gave him the mic and everything," and what's the problem? And then he's still missing, and then of course he gets rid of the mic and all of that, and then that way that'll be as an excuse for why he don't have the mic. So
it's the cleanest getaway. I would think. We'll see. I think that's hopefully. I mean, any other way, it's a little bit riskier.
Corey Washington said Tommy gotta know that Vic is a rat because the guy said Vic's name before Vic shot him. That's something we talked about earlier, and that would normally be 100% giveaway. But the only reason Tommy may not feel that way is because he know they've been watching him and under surveillance. So he know that they would at least know their name. So that's something that may have saved Vic if Tommy thought that, or if Vic was able to say that. A lot of these type of intricate conversations they don't have on the show. So, we just have to assume that
Tommy already knows. And he's gonna play it all the way till he needs to not play it anymore. So that's another option.
That's true. Because Tommy, when he went to see Showstopper, after he came out and he told Vic he gonna make the rest of the runs by himself. And so ain't no telling what he could be doing or not doing when he by himself. And he already don't trust Vic to a certain extent.
Did they show the tracer? Did he put the tracker on the car?
Now, that's a good question. They did not show that, and I didn't see it. Anybody watching in the comments, did they show Vic put that tracker on Tommy's car? Which they always put some type of tracker on Tommy's car, ain't they? But, yeah, I don't think that they did show that. And it would have been the perfect time for him to do it while he was waiting outside for Tommy. That would have been the perfect time, but they did not show it, and at least I didn't see that part. We'll see what everybody say in the comments. Maybe they may have saw it and we missed it. But definitely Vic, in a bad situation. What do you think about him and Claudia? Do you think he should have took out his sister, or they will set each other up? Because he been wanting to set her up when he went to go snitch to the cops. His whole plan was to, instead of kill her, get her thrown in jail. And they like, man, we don't care about her.
I don't think he wants to kill her. I think that being the brother sister, like they had the abuse of their father. I don't think he wants to kill her. I think he maybe wants to get rid of her and he hates her, but I don't think he would kill her. We'll see though. But yeah, I think that they suffered together, and then I think it was just a matter of just him just letting her go and then letting her bury herself with the cops when he became an informant. So I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Patty say he didn't get the tracker until after they left the gym. Okay. So yeah, nobody seems to think that he put it on though. So Corey Washington says in real life you get a bullet when you get caught talking to a Fed, just for good measure. Tommy made that guy as a cop. Yeah, I mean, that's what we said earlier. Either Tommy would have shot both of them or Vic would have had to shoot Tommy. So, but, you can't have Tommy getting shot on the show. So that's the end of the show.
We can't have Tommy get.
Definitely.
Yeah, we can't lose Tommy.
Never. Keep him going 20 seasons.
Right.
Hey, for real. So I need to go ahead and have me a little party with some of these women they be having when I get out of jail. We gonna have us a little party scene.
My hair fixed, yeah, everything.
Hey, for real. So, they be having a lot going on in here. And it seemed that, this next episode, I think one other person may be in trouble of getting taken out, and that's Claudia's new boo. She was all shook up and scared with the robbery. She seemed real green to all of this. And I don't know, it seemed like everybody is in a relationship with the wrong person.
Right. They're all possibilities.
Yeah.
She's involved in the business too, and she wants to cut out Showstopper already.
Right.
Right there, I'm like, all right, there's another one. You can kind of put it on the board, which one is gonna get it first.
That's a good point. Because yeah, man, it seems that every character has some type of relationship with somebody that's not a part of the life and is not ready. Yeah, and that too, definitely. So I don't know if Cloudy is ready. She barely has the protection. The Serbs are the ones protecting her, and now that they cut off and don't have much, I don't know how much they gonna protect her. So I don't know, man. Claudia is in trouble, and without the help of the Serbs, she definitely needs Showstopper on deck. Now, do you think her and Showstopper may form a relationship, Claudia and Showstopper?
Yeah, that's another one. I don't know. There's no vibe yet, but
yeah,
we'll have to see about that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. She was walking around a little bit, sexy for her, although this wasn't there for Claudia. But I don't know, man. She said you do clean up pretty nice. I don't know. Claudia, she be trying to take him down like a dude, a man. Remember when she was at that club in season 1? She had... And so I don't know, man. She may come be aggressive like a man and come take her down.
I remember that. Yeah, I hadn't seen the show, and I was like one of the first scenes I saw. Jesus, they just think she went right in there like that, So, and I like to throw those random scenes. There'll be all this violence and there's some random, so much naked.
I know, right? Yeah, definitely. So that was funny. We'll see if that end up happening if she tried to take Showstopper down. But Showstopper seemed to really, really love Jenard. And I think that's going to probably be her downfall also. He tweaking. Everybody know he bad for business. She trying to help him. And I don't know. You think Jenard going to end up causing Showstopper or Diamond some type of problems before it's all said and done?
Yeah, I think that guy, if you watch it from episode 1, it just keeps going, It's just getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a good character, though. It's good art, man. He's up and down. Season 1, he was real strong. And now he's what he is now. So it's definitely a good character. I think I said it the last time. You didn't want to see him go yet because you want to see where he goes.
Right.
As far as his character, he's got he's still got some time, I think. But I think it doesn't end well for him either.
Yeah, that's the sad part. I like his character, and I think he's been doing a great job, Chris Lofton, with the character. And I'd hate to see him gone, but the way they have the story going, it's not looking good for Gennard. He probably will survive because of, the plot armor, but the way it's going, I mean, at the end of this season, he probably will be by himself, maybe, with no brother or showstopper or anybody supporting him. Because I got a feeling he gonna burn too many bridges or mess up, do something where they're gonna be like, man, we didn't give you too many chances. Now you need to, learn on your own for a second. So I don't know. We'll see. Lenora Wilson said she thinks Showstopper likes Gennard because she can control him. That's a good point. I didn't think about it like that, but she does have that mind control. She kind of got him coochmatized. Yeah.
Well, she's got him. She's the one telling him what's what. She's straightening him out for sure, trying to get him straight. But yeah, she's definitely the influence now. But she's stepping over her boundaries. I think as her character stepping over her boundaries as far as telling him what to do, and she's trying to take over too many things. I think that's going to be her downfall.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. She tried to get him to manipulate Diamond and Tommy when they just let him back in when she did.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Little power crazy.
Hey, for real. So, well, man, we about to wrap this up, but appreciate you coming through. We'll talk about the episode. We definitely got to do this again, and other podcasts and things coming up. Anything you want to say, or before we get up out of here?
No, brother, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. I love the show. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more work in the future.
Definitely.
Get that going. I can't cut my hair until I know for sure.
Hey, hopefully they have us as the next faction, and next 10 episodes straight for a few seasons. Sound good to me. I won't complain.
I don't need to say anything. I just have a couple here whispering here a couple of times.
Hey, they may expand it next time. You may be the one putting the hits out for me. You never know. I'll sit there and get a lap dance. I'll tell you to go ahead and put the hit out.
Yeah. That'll work for me, bro.
Hey, me too. I ain't gonna complain. Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming on through and, all the great comments and everything. Rickson, definitely appreciate you coming through as well. Everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces, and I'm out of here. Peace.